Forget the glamour of Hollywood. Banning alcohol has not made America a saint. He made her rich, dangerous, and free. We will show 35 forgotten photographs that tell the true story. About the kings of the criminal world, about brave women who defied morality, and about how the country lived a double life.
A law enforcement agent nails a closed sign on the door of an establishment that has violated the National Prohibition Act, the Volstead Act. The era of prohibition in the United States, enshrined in the 18th Amendment to the Constitution, led to the massive closure of legal bars and the flourishing of underground establishments known as speakeasies and organized crime. The photo shows a police raid on an underground speakeasy during Prohibition in the United States, which operated from 1920 to 1933. Such photos were common in that era and demonstrated the efforts of law enforcement agencies to combat bootlegging and underground establishments. This scene reveals the scale of bootlegging, as federal agents confiscate barrels of illegal liquor secretly transported by rail. Such raids became commonplace in the 1920s, but they only fueled the profitable underground business for organized crime. This is a historical snapshot reflecting the efforts of law enforcement agencies to comply with the 18th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which prohibited the production, transportation, and sale of alcoholic beverages. Fashion shows and jazz were only part of the picture. Illegal manufacturing thrived in city basements and backyards. This photo shows a confiscated distillery. It highlights the large volumes of moonshine secretly produced to supply the speakeasies. The illegal production of alcohol was a genuine industry. This photo shows a massive still confiscated by authorities. Such setups could produce thousands of gallons of moonshine, generating colossal profits for criminal syndicates. Alcohol prohibition spawned underground factories. This photo shows a warehouse where hundreds of barrels await their turn for illegal sale. Such industrial scale required tight organization, which became the foundation for large gangster syndicates. Between 1920 and 1933, the Detroit River became the main route for bootleggers transporting alcohol from Canada to the United States. The photo shows a warehouse of confiscated contraband alcohol at a marina in Detroit, taken around 1929 during Prohibition in the United States. The photo shows a huge pyramid of confiscated barrels of alcohol during Prohibition in the United States. The picture was taken around 1929.
During Prohibition, bootleggers hid liquor in the most unexpected objects. This agent inspects decorative containers with hidden compartments. One of the many ingenious ways people tried to conceal their illegal goods. Showmanship and deception were routine during Prohibition. This photo reveals the ingenuity of bootleggers who hid bottles in specialized vests, attempting to fool police officers and federal agents. The image shows a man knocking on the door of an underground speakeasy bar during Prohibition in the United States, circa the 1930s. These were secret, illegal establishments where alcohol was served illegally. Speakeasies became a significant part of American culture at the time, despite the frequent police raids. Flappers redefined social norms. This photo shows them openly smoking with long cigarette holders and fashionable cloche hats. Women began frequenting public places, asserting their right to freedom and independence. Flappers didn't just change fashion, they gained independence. A woman driving her own car, dressed in a stylish cloche hat, became a powerful symbol of the 1920s, signifying freedom of movement and rejection of Victorian restraints. The flapper revolution was more than just a fashion trend, it was a mass movement. This photo shows dozens of women who rejected corsets and long skirts, symbolizing a collective embrace of new freedoms that challenged conservative America. Flappers turned smuggling into a fashion accessory.
This image became a symbol of female defiance. Miniature bottles attached to garters allowed them to sneak liquor into any public place, making law-breaking part of their glamorous image.
The photo shows a woman named Jenny McGregor who was arrested by the Minneapolis police in April 1924 for bootlegging. She used special flasks, life jackets, for the illegal transportation of alcohol during the Prohibition era in the United States.
During Prohibition, women became active participants in the criminal underworld. This bootlegger girl shows how they openly carried illegal liquor in their clothing, making public consumption part of their rebellious image.
The image shows Texas Guinan, a famous American actress and owner of Prohibition-era nightclubs in 1931. She was known for her vivid image, witty sayings, and catchphrase, "Hello, suckers." The flapper emancipation also manifested in the professional sphere. Women entered the workforce en masse, becoming secretaries, typists, and administrators. This photo shows their growing role in business life, a change impossible before the 1920s. The photo shows participants in a dance marathon in Chicago around 1930. Dance marathons were a popular but exhausting pastime in the United States in the 1920s and 1930s, especially during the Great Depression. These competitions could last for hours, weeks, or even months. The record-breaking marathon in 1932 lasted 170 days.
Bruno Rodi Sr., also known as Bruno the Bomber and the Mustache. He was the first capo, leader, the so-called 26th Street Chinatown Gang, 26th Street Chinatown Crew, in the Chicago outfit, a key element of organized crime during the Prohibition era. Prohibition lured young people to easy money. This is Joseph Che Cada, who began his career as a bootlegger in Chicago. His stylish coat reflects how the criminal underworld adopted fashion, becoming part of the era's glamorous yet deadly life. Prohibition turned gangsters into millionaires and their conflicts into street wars. This image, showing men armed with shotguns and the legendary Tommy gun, highlights how quickly organized crime armed itself against the law.
Away from Chicago, gangsters led lavish lives. This rare photo of Al Capone posing with associates on vacation shows his impeccable suit and casual posture, revealing he was not only a criminal, but a celebrity of the era.
Behind the mask of the crime king was a family man. This rare photograph of Al Capone with his only son, Sonny, was taken during his peak of power. It shows the gangster's double life, ruthlessness on the streets, and commitment to family values. Fedora hats and expensive suits were the gangster's uniform. These police archival photos show how crime became professional. The Prohibition era turned dozens of young men into high-class but ruthless operators. The Purple Gang, also known as Sugar House, was a criminal group composed primarily of Jewish gangsters and bootleggers. They operated in Detroit, Michigan in the 1920s during the Prohibition era and became the city's dominant criminal gang. This is George Remus, the king of the bootleggers. By exploiting loopholes in the law, he became one of the wealthiest men in America, illegally manufacturing and selling liquor. His empire highlighted how Prohibition bred organized crime. This 1932 photograph shows members of the cleanup squad relaxing after a raid on the Oasis underground facility at the College of the City of Detroit during Prohibition. During Prohibition, parties took place in glamorous but hidden locations. This photo captures the glamour of the speakeasy. Flappers in fashionable hairstyles and evening gowns enjoying illegal cocktails, defying the law and conservative morality. Flappers didn't hide their habits. Cafes like this became centers of social life where women openly smoked using cigarette holders and read newspapers. This was a clear rejection of the puritanical norms imposed by conservative society.
While flappers danced the Charleston, jazz became the soundtrack of the era. This photo from an underground club shows the Harlem Renaissance, where African-American culture, music, and dance thrived despite segregation and prohibition. The photo captures the general joy and jubilation of people who can finally legally enjoy alcoholic beverages in public places, which is confirmed by raised glasses and happy faces. The repeal of Prohibition ended an era that fostered the growth of organized crime and underground drinking establishments known as speakeasies.
The image captures the historic moment when Korbel champagne was sent to the White House by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. This event took place in the 1930s, shortly after the abolition of Prohibition in the United States. The inscription on the box reads, "Bubbling sunshine from grateful Californians."
The era of gangster power came to an end. This is Al Capone's mugshot, taken in Alcatraz prison. He avoided punishment for murder, but was convicted of tax evasion, a symbol that the law eventually caught up with even the most powerful criminal.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see even more forgotten stories.